Artem Chigvintsev and Nikki Garcia each granted restraining orders against one another. Nikki Garcia and Artem Chigvintsev are each claiming the other was the aggressor in the incident that led to his August 29 arrest, taking their ongoing disagreement to the courts in two separate requests for domestic violence restraining orders, one against him and one against her, filed this week, Napa Valley, California. The married pair, who share 4-year-old son Matteo, have been estranged since the dispute that made national headlines, with Garcia filing to divorce Chigvintsev and end their 2-year marriage on September 11. Though Chigvintsev was arrested on charges of corporal injury to a spouse, Napa County District Attorney Allison Haley announced on September 24 that her office had declined to file criminal charges against the former Dancing with the Stars pro dancer. But on Monday, September 30, a judge granted Garcia a restraining order against Chigvintsev, according to the request obtained by pleaded. And on Thursday, October 3, Chigvintsev has requested his own protective order against Bella, according to documents obtained by pleaded. On October 4, a judge granted the protective order. Both are due in court on October 21 for a full hearing, per court filings. In each of their requests, Garcia, 40, and Chigvintsev, 42, alleged that the other was the aggressor, providing conflicting details about the disagreement that began during the morning of August 29, while Chigvintsev was preparing breakfast for Matteo. Garcia claimed, according to the filing, that Chigvintsev had grown increasingly angry since he was cut from Dancing with the Stars, where the two met in 2017 when they were paired together on the 25th season of the ABC reality competition series. Though they had previously had discussions about his need to control his anger, the former WWE wrestler claims he snapped and yelled at her during a conversation about how Matteo's English muffin should be toasted, with Chigvintsev alleging Garcia had made him a picky eater. Chigvintsev, in his filing obtained by pleaded, noted that Garcia appeared stressed due to work. He alleged she escalated the argument by questioning how he was packing Matteo's lunchbox and criticizing him for not carrying equal weight of the parental responsibilities, which he said was absolutely false. When he left the room to let her cool down and get Matteo ready to leave, Garcia followed and continued to lob complaints his way. He insisted his calm responses drove her crazy until she completely lost it, screaming, "Get the f out of my house," and forcefully throwing both of Matteo's sneakers at me. In Garcia's filing, she admitted to throwing the shoes, but claimed that they weigh hardly anything and could not have hurt him. Garcia claimed she was so overwhelmed by Chigvintsev yelling at me that morning that she threw her son's toddler-size 7 shoes toward her ex. The shoes contacted Chigvintsev's leg. "I acknowledge it was not right of me to throw the shoes, but I was so overwhelmed with everything that had happened that morning that I had a momentary lapse in judgment." From there, both agree that Chigvintsev took Matteo upstairs. She claimed Matteo was screaming, "Mommy, Mommy," while Chigvintsev said Matteo looked frightened by his mother's tone, and he was simply trying to de-escalate the situation, as Garcia had allegedly moved from verbal abuse to physical abuse, and wasn't listening to his pleas for her to stop and calm down. Taking Matteo to his room, Chigvintsev explained in his declaration he closed the door behind him, and refused to let Garcia in despite her demands he open the door right now. When she allegedly forced herself in, Matteo started crying. And not wanting his son seeing his mother angry and confrontational in his bedroom, Chigvintsev moved himself and Garcia out. "I tried to get her off me and away from the doorframe so that Matteo would not witness any further conflict," Chigvintsev alleged. "I cannot stress enough how many times I pleaded with her to stop and calm down. There was a mutual struggle, and both ended up on the ground. At that moment I knew that nothing I would say would get to her and make her calm down. I was hurt and scared of her continuing on. I needed help for her to stop." In her filing, Garcia claimed that when she got her arm through the door, Chigvintsev tackled her to the ground outside of Matteo's room. She claims Chigvintsev grabbed my arms and held me on the ground for what felt like 20 to 30 seconds. According to her filing, she continued pushing on the door and got in, then Chigvintsev allegedly pushed her across the hall into their bedroom and forced her to the floor of their bathroom. "The dancer had his hands on my chest near my sternum and was pressing down," the report read, so much so that she felt like she was suffocating. She then grabbed at his neck, trying to get him off of her. There was nothing else I could do. I think Artem saw the panic in my eyes because he snapped out of it, Garcia claims in her request. Chigvintsev wound up calling 911, alleging that Garcia verbally threatened him while he was on the phone with dispatch. He remained outside until they arrived and recounted his story to the authorities, but was ultimately arrested, something he noted surprised him since he did not believe he was the primary aggressor. His filing included pictures of marks he has obtained on his body that allegedly were caused by Garcia. Garcia's filings did not contain photos. Garcia, on the other hand, told the cops about the incident and walked them through the space upstairs where it occurred. She also said Matteo allegedly informed officers, "Daddy hurt my hand," and she claimed that Chigvintsev had been physically violent and verbally abusive in the past, citing a supposed 2023 incident in which he violently grabbed me around my waist in an effort to keep her away from their son. In her filing, Garcia said an officer noted red marks on her chest, and she pointed out red marks on her arms from where Chigvintsev pinned her down. But in his filing, Chigvintsev said that her claims were absolutely false and alleged that Garcia lied to authorities in order to get him arrested. A spokesperson for the Napa Valley Police Department, the Napa Valley District Attorney, and the County of Napa Court Clerk did not return people's request for comment. Representatives for Garcia shared a statement with POPL. Due to the incident that led to Artem's arrest on August 29, 2024, Nikki has decided to file for a temporary domestic violence restraining order to protect herself and her son. Although Nikki requested that the Napa District Attorney not file charges against Artem as she did not want him to go to jail, he must still be held accountable for his actions, and Nikki and her son must be protected. The statement continued, Nikki's #1 priority has always been the well-being of her son. She is thankful for all of the love and support she has received and continues to ask for privacy for her and her family during this difficult time. Meanwhile, Ilona Antonian, Chigvintsev's lawyer, issued a statement to People. It is crucial to consider the motivations of both parties in this situation, said Antonian. Mr. Chigvintsev contacted law enforcement on August 29, seeking protection from his wife's persistent aggression. While he was on the phone with the police, Ms. Garcia made a pointed statement, saying, "Do you understand where this is going now, Artem? You just ruined my career and you know it. That day, someone was going to be arrested, and it wouldn't have been Mr. Chigvintsev if Ms. Garcia had told the truth." He denies ever tackling her, Antonian added. He was shocked to learn 2 weeks after the incident that she made this allegation against him. At that point, it made sense to him why he was arrested. As a result of wife's self-serving statement, Mr. Chigvintsev's career suffered, with numerous opportunities being cancelled due to these false allegations. He was not the primary aggressor.